So here to help us kick the habit is Dr. Jennifer Carandang, internal medicine doctor and also pediatrician. So that means she's going to be very gentle with us on this, because I know if you're a pediatrician, you have to be good with people, because those kiddos are just the sweetest things in the world. Speaking of sweet, I'm nervous for what I see here in front of us today. This doesn't look good.
Yes, so we wanted to talk and try to get people more aware of how much sugar they're actually taking in one day. There's new recommendations that you should only have about 10% of your total calories in sugar. So we're going to kind of talk about what some of these things can mean for that.
Okay, so I want to start with the most shocking. These segments I get the biggest kick out of because they shock me and they make me realize what I'm really doing with my life. Mountain Dew. Are you kidding me with the amount of sugar that is in a Mountain Dew?
Yes, 19 teaspoons in just that one bottle.
19. And I learned this from another doctor, and I think you said it rings true too. If you divide the number of grams on whatever the product is by the number 4, you get the amount of teaspoons.
Correct.
In that ingredient, or in that can, or say bottle. But let's go with the Coke, although I must say that the Mountain Dew makes the Coke look not so bad.
That's true. I know one little difference there. So yes, Natalie's right. You divide the grams by 4 and you'll get the number of teaspoons that you have in there. So for example, if we take the barbecue sauce, I don't know if you can see that on there, but this is 2 tablespoons, and there are
where is it?
Where is it there?
Where is the sugar? Where? You know what? We can. There it is. 16 grams.
So 16 grams. So divide that by 4, you get your 4 teaspoons there. And I think a lot of people don't realize how much sugar is in barbecue sauce.
No, I would think that's a condiment that you could use that you would think, oh, it's not too bad.
Right, exactly.
Same with jelly.
And same with jelly, exactly. And only 1 tablespoon of jelly will give you 3 teaspoons of sugar.
And then the Snickers bar, 6, of course. That kind of makes sense to me. Now with Oreos, is this the amount of Oreos you would need to eat to get that intake of sugar?
Correct. 3 Oreos to get that amount of sugar.
So over 3 teaspoons of sugar in that. So these are obviously healthier options.
They are.
But is a rice cake, is 1 teaspoon in 1 rice cake, is that okay?
That's acceptable. It is. And I think when you're looking at calories for the day, we use 2,000 calories a day as kind of like an average. Some women may be a little bit less, some people may be a little bit more, but 10% would be 200 calories from sugar. So that kind of give you an idea of where you can be. The American Heart Association recommends 9 teaspoons for men in a day and 6 for women. So that is, you know, 1 Mountain Dew would be twice your daily amount.
6 for women. That means you can have this cup of barbecue sauce and something else, maybe 1 Oreo, and you're done.
You're done, yes.
So how does one start to change their patterns then?
I think most important is education. Just looking at labels, seeing, you know, again, looking at the grams of sugar, realizing, you know, this has to be a small process. You're not going to make big changes overnight. But once you realize what you're doing, to just gradually cut back on that. And, you know, still need to enjoy every once in a while, otherwise you'll feel deprived. But
would you consider it a real, I mean, I feel like it's a real addiction that people don't even realize.
It is a real addiction. I can tell you, I had a patient tell me they drank 24 sodas in one day, and that was kind of like a usual thing for them.
Please don't tell me it was Mountain Dew.
I didn't actually, I don't remember what it
Oh,
was. But
man.
24 cans of soda in a day.
That is wild. So gradually changing your ways is better than just cutting yourself off completely.
Absolutely.
Because your body does need, now natural sugars are a totally different thing.
Right, fruits, totally different thing. You know, we're not talking about that, we're just talking about like added sugars. So even when you look on labels, things like high fructose corn syrup, sugar, if they're at the top of your label, that generally means they have more of that ingredient in them.
So how can people get a hold of you or other doctors that are also able to address these issues and really help us?
Okay. Yeah, we're interested in nutrition. I have an office in Avon. It's called North Shore Healthcare. They can call our office at any time and make an appointment. We can talk to them about it, especially people that are trying to decrease. Where we have nutritionists that we refer to that can kind of go over with people and really learn your own habits so you can make them better.
You have to try them. So again, women, 6 teaspoons. Yes. Men, 9. Keep that in mind as you're looking through your products. And I say, morning, start your morning with Cheerios, right? I mean,
but don't put sugar on them.
But don't, just like you would like to do, right? Don't add the sugar. Half a teaspoon for 1 cup. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Okay. This is still, it's hard to digest, right? But keep that in mind as you're doing this, because I think you can really start, living a healthier lifestyle. And very important information. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, of course.